What's up? It's your boy. Back for another one. What are we going to talk about today? Because I always say 1,000 different things we could talk about, but only so little time. Today, we're going to talk about censorship, because there seems to be a war against the truth. There seems to be a war with people's minds to get them to believe anything but the truth. Now, where have we seen this before? You got to go back to Nazi Germany. The word is called propaganda. As a matter of fact, the word propaganda actually comes from a book written by Hitler. Now, recently, I made a video exposing the plague from China and the plot against children. Now, what's quite interesting is that some of these corporations have paid the Googles, the YouTubes, the Twitters, the Instagrams, and the Facebooks to speak anything but the truth. In fact, it's also safe to say that had the media and social media not been on a warpath against the truth, that we wouldn't have the world that we have today. Now, it's a known fact that some of these corporations, with the so-called cure, actually pay off content creators, news outlets, you name it, just to keep the agenda going. Now, what's the agenda? The agenda is massive population. The agenda is a food crisis. But how do we get there? You gotta go back to 2019 December, when something came on the scene and it was viewed as the deadliest thing ever in the history of the world. Now, it's interesting that these people say that you can't speak about this unless it's been verified by the so-called world experts, health officials, organizations. But when you delve deeper into these organizations, you start to see a common theme. You start to see a trend. You go back to the same old people. Now, on a side note, it's safe to say that without Obama's executive order weaponizing the media against the public, that none of this, the real misinformation, will not be allowed. On another side note is that the number 2 person, her name was Dr. Danielle Anderson, that she became the fact checker for Facebook. Now, she was number 2 at the lab. You don't see the conflict of interest there? You can go on and on. Whether it's Fox News, whether it's Newsmax, CNN, MSNBC, CBS, ABC. You can go down a list of these trash leftist news outlets and social media outlets, and you'll see that they're paid off by these corporations to tell you anything but the truth. Now, what's interesting are these people, they never debate what you say. They'll just take down a video, or they'll ban your account. 30 days. How many 30-day bans did I get just for speaking the truth? Only for the same leftist trash organizations, news outlets, and social media outlets to come around and admit it to being true. Whether it was a laptop from hell, whether it's a plague from China. It's always the same. Now, it's also quite interesting to have the World Economic Forum report that the truth is misinformation. You know the saying that came from a Nazi. Repeat a lie 1,000 times, and then it'll be viewed as the truth. And that standard still holds today. Now, I was half tempted to upload that video again, just the audio. But I'm not going to do that. Because before I leave YouTube, I got a lot more that the people need to be aware of. People need to know of this plot against them to delete them. People need to know the real reasons behind inflation, which is also one of their agendas. If you look at Venezuela, what happened there? Food prices went up and up. Everything went up in price. To the point where buckets of money couldn't even get you a loaf of bread. And that's the exact same path that we're headed on today. Same exact trajectory, if not worse. Now they'll advertise something as being better for you, being good for you. How do you all of a sudden erase cars that run on gas and replace them with electric vehicles overnight? It's also been stated that the Biden regime has said that they want to bring the price of oil up to $200 a barrel. That's no conspiracy theory. I don't do conspiracy theories. Now, that just means I gotta just put videos on other outlets where the truth won't be censored. You can't hold the truth now. It's always gonna come out. You can't attack the messenger. That's a direct attack on the Almighty himself. Because God gives some of us the knowledge and the wisdom to be able to see and report the truth. Now, I'm not going to bite my tongue. I'm still going to be the same old me. As a matter of fact, that's publicity. One thing you can count on, the truth won't be silenced, and it'll never go away. That's all I got. I'll catch you on the next one. Peace. I'm out.